Well, obviously really excited about the win tonight. Thought both teams were battling like crazy. It wasn't necessarily the prettiest game, I'm sure, for you guys to watch, as it wasn't for me, but I thought my guys left everything out there on the floor, as I thought Illinois did as well. It was just one of those games that both teams weren't given an inch. In the first half, I thought defenses dominated in the first half, as well as both teams, I thought, being a little bit over-anxious offensively. And then in the second half, I thought it was kind of a different game. Both teams got an amazing rhythm offensively and had a hard time stopping each other. And then it was back and forth, and obviously Trey's 4 threes in a row were huge. Thought Scotty Lindsey was huge tonight. He's such a big key for our team, when he can come in and give us that kind of scoring and energy. And he had a huge steal there with a minute to go when we were up 3 that led to Trey, giving us a breakaway layup. Thought we took care of the ball great in the second half, only 2 turnovers. What was it, 10 assists and 2 turnovers in the second half. Just thought, even though McIntosh didn't score, I thought his command of the game was outstanding. He just ran the show for us. He got guys the ball. And just a big win. It's good to get a stop on the last possession. I'm proud of Sanjay. Malcolm Hill's a really tough cover, man. He's we spend a lot of time the last 3 days trying to defend him. We spent a lot of time, and that's out of our respect. He's one of the great players in this league, and I thought our guys executed even though he had some rebounds and assists, him not being able to throw up a 20 to 30-point night, I thought was a huge key to the game.
Please raise your hand. We've got microphones on both sides. Coach, what did you think of Scotty Lindsey's defensive performance compared to games past?
Yeah, I thought it was better. It's like anything. When guys make some shots, you see their defense. But I just liked this game. I just thought he played well. And that's why I told him after the game. That's what I see in him. And that's why I coach him hard, because I see a guy that has a chance to be an outstanding player if he just continues to throw himself in to pushing more, to keep working and playing with that kind of energy and life. And I just thought he had a great floor game. Like I said, the shots he made were huge, but his steal, was one of the biggest plays of the game.
Chris, have you noticed much of a change since that Michigan State game in Scotty?
Yeah, obviously no one likes to sit there and not play. And as a coach, I didn't want to have to do that, but I felt like that was what he needed to maybe get that jolt that we were looking for. And, fortunately for us, ever since that game, he's had a renewed fire, and he's really played well for us and was a huge reason why we won tonight.
Chris, given the state of the revenue sports, would you say Northwestern has passed Illinois as the state's?
I don't know, man. I don't want to say that. I have a lot of respect for John, and I really do. He's an outstanding coach, great guy. His teams play hard, and we're just trying to handle us. It's nice. To me, it's going to be great. I want them to be real good, and I want us to be real good. I was fortunate to be a part of probably the most special rivalry in all of college basketball for 20 years. And the reason why rivalries can become special is when both are really good. So, I want them to be real good, and I want us to be real good, and I want us to have high-level games. I think that's what Chicago and this state deserves. I'm a local guy. We deserve this area. We deserve great college basketball, and that's where neither of us are there yet. There's a lot of young guys on both teams, but I know we're both working hard to accomplish that goal.
Chris, just in general, how impressed were you with Trey's poise, especially in the second half after struggling early on?
Yeah, I told him, it's for whatever reason, and a number of you guys have been in a lot of our games, for whatever reason, if we come out of the gates and don't see the ball go in initially, our guys go into this panic mode, and it drives me nuts. And I tried to be super positive on the sideline and just tell them, look, we've missed a few shots. We're getting great looks. Relax. Keep taking the same shots. Our defense has been great. And I told them at halftime, we held them to 23 points. if we do that again in the second half, we were going to win. And I thought we finally just relaxed offensively in the second half. And because of that, we got, good shots. And certainly for Trey, he's a streaky guy. You guys know that. He's a real streaky guy. And I'd love for him to be on a hot streak for about 5 more weeks. It would be great.
Coach, Scotty Lindsey, this is his 4th straight game, shooting over 50%. Are we going to see more of him in the future, especially since he had a season-high 30 minutes tonight?
Yeah, I mean, if he's playing like that, I got to have him on the floor. I just do. I mean, and that's why I said, I mean, I just want to win. So it's not about like getting this guy his minutes, getting that guy his minutes. Like as a coach, I coach a lot on feel and what I see out there. And, you know, I saw him playing at a real high level, so I played him those kind of minutes. And nights when he hasn't played at that level, I haven't played him. And maybe those are nights that Aaron or Taphorn or Skelly or some of the other guys get minutes. So it's a game-by-game thing, but there's no question. I mean, if he's playing like that, Scotty's a talented player. And, you know, that's why we recruited him. I mean, he, to me, has a huge upside, and he's still just a sophomore. So, I mean, I think he's got a bright future, and we're really committed to continuing to develop him in our program.
Following up on the rivalry discussion, do your guys get keyed up for this one kind of more than the others?
Yeah, I mean, of course they do. I mean, just like Illinois guys would too. I mean, you got a lot of guys from the state playing. It's the two Big Ten programs in this state, and you know, I think it's great. I mean, I want that. I mean, I want our guys to understand that it's a big game, and it should be a game that everybody looks forward to, and there's no question. You know, especially I wish we played twice. I mean, I'm a big proponent. I wish there was a way in our league we could figure out with scheduling where you could protect some rivalries. You know, you know, to see Indiana and Purdue should always play twice. You know, Michigan and Michigan State should always play twice. And, you know, Illinois and Northwestern, we should play twice every year. I wish that was the case. Unfortunately, it's only one time this year.
Chris, you talked about getting ready to defend Malcolm Hill and praising your job on him tonight. And what was the process? What were you guys trying to keep?
Well, the first thing was no free throws. You know, I think he had 99 free throws in the conference coming in. The most our guys, I think Pardon had like 41. You know, so you know, the first thing was not foul him, and he does a great. I say this in a very respectful way. He's got like an old man game. You know, he's super crafty. He plays angles. He uses his body. He works off your body weight. He's just a really smart, crafty player. And as soon as you start leaning, he gets to the line. And, you know, we wanted to keep him off the line. We wanted to send help from certain guys if he did beat us, and we wanted to make him a passer. And, you know, those other guys, some guys made some shots, but we just wanted to take away him throwing up that 25 to 30-point night, because that's when they become really dangerous.
Anything else for Coach?
All right, thank you, guys.